I have never shown the slightest romantic interest in Mary Ann.
How do you think they're doing, Professor?
Oh, it's hard to tell. But at least they've had calm seas for the past 3 days.
Oh, I hope they'll get through. They've got a good raft, and the skipper's a fine sailor, and, well, Gilligan is. Oh, I hope they'll get through.
Listen to that storm! How long do you think this hut's gonna last? These walls should have blown away hours ago.
Why do you say that, Ginger?
Because I helped to put them up.
Keeping my roof up either.
It isn't lobby, it is not a hold-up.
Anything happened to...
Give me the gun. That's it. I got it.
I hope it still works.
Oh, sure it does, see?
Oh, don't pull it! Trigger! The flares are in there!
Well, at least we know the flare gun works.
Gilligan!
I'm sorry we're late, folks, but we just struck a rich vein, and Lovey was afraid it might bleed all over the floor.
I keep telling you it's the will of Kona. You just won't believe me. Oh, my head.
Wasn't there anything we can do?
You'll just have a bad headache, that's all.
My grandmother always used to say, starve a cold and feed a fever.
Gilligan, he's got a bump on the head. He doesn't have a cold, and he doesn't have a fever.
I know, but if he gets them, we'll be ready.
Well, let's let him rest a while. You watch him, Gilligan. Come on, Mary Ann.
Mind if we come in?
We've been out in the waiting room for quite a while.
All right, don't stay too long.
What a Christmas present! For Christmas, I want to buy everybody their own island.
What was that? It sounded like Ginger.
Well, she's with Gilligan.
Oh, Professor, I refuse to listen to anything more. Gilligan's a very nice little boy.
I didn't mean it like that.
Well, what's happening?
Well, I was about to explain to Mrs. Howell that her husband's been eaten by a sea serpent.
Oh, that's silly. Thurston wasn't even dressed for dinner. Did you say he was eaten by a sea serpent?
No. Gilligan said it.
Oh, that's different.
Mrs. Howell, you stay here and wait for the skipper. Send him down to the lagoon. Come on, Mary Ann. I'll explain it on the way.
I'll save you, Ginger. I'll save you. Don't give up, Ginger. Ginger, hold your breath. I'll save you.
You don't believe him, do you?
No, but there may be trouble.
Don't give up, Ginger.
You stay here,
Why?
because I'm going to find out exactly what's happening.
We use this to weave material. Will it shrink?
Oh, not a bit. As a matter of fact, it'll have the strength and consistency of linen.
Oh, here comes Gilligan.
Stereo outfit with a tweeter and 2 woofers. A genuine picture of Hoot Gibson. Soda fountain with all the flavors, including sassafras. Genuine Shetland pony.
There goes Gilligan.
Yes, going, gone.
He's just being Gilligan.
Make a fist. Now start wishing.
I'm not going.
After I reserved first-class passage for 7 people?
It's not fair to leave the professor here by himself. Excuse me.
But you can't stay alone with him. It's not proper. Thurston, they need a chaperone.
Darling, they're going to miss you at the horse show.
Me? You?
The sun is starting to go down.
Oh, why? Oh, please come with us, Professor, please.
But you're not going anywhere.
No, we were until you started to be a party pooper.
I'm not going to go. I'm going to stay with my Thurston.
Oh, that's the old pioneer spirit, my dear.
Please, now, the sun is going down. Make your wish.
I can't, Skipper. I can't leave the Professor and Mary Ann and the Howells here.
Oh, count me out, too. Hollywood would just have to do without me.
All right. I give in. But on one condition.
Anything, Professor. Anything. Just name it.
If I try it, will you forget all about this nonsense?
Oh, yes.
All right.
Yeah, come on, everybody get together. Everybody get...
Gentlemen, I'm afraid that I must inject another opinion here. In addition to beauty of face and figure, there is a lady here who also has sweetness and warmth. The lady I would pick is the most beautiful in the world, Mary Ann.
Well, Professor, I bet you never thought you'd be coaching a beauty contest.
Mary Ann, the combination of your natural attributes and my scientific approach will prove unbeatable. Look. Seaweed shampoo for lustrous hair. Crushed blackberries for darkening the lashes. Powdered hibiscus for ruby lips. And coconut oil for a baby's soft skin.
Just add a little vinegar and I can enter the contest as a Caesar salad.
You leave it to me. By the time science and I are through, you'll make Ginger and Mrs. Howell look like dropouts from Boys Town.
What's a fishing pole for?
And that's to provide you with a form of isometric exercise.
Isometric exercise?
Yes. Always remember that true beauty is the end result of the inner glow of good health, and isometric exercise provides for the interplay of muscle against muscle to improve the general physique.
Oh, but Professor, I just want to beat Mrs. Howell and Ginger, not Cassius Clay.
That's the sea of bathing suit. You get in that lagoon and you swim just as hard as you possibly can.
You sure it'll help me win?
Yes, this will provide for the interplay of muscle against muscle.
All right, but I don't want to come out looking like Johnny Weissmuller.
Don't worry, you won't. You get in there and you swim just as hard as you possibly can. Just think tall.
Oh, I appreciate all the work you've gone to, Professor, but it's no use. Ginger's just too glamorous, and Mrs. Howell's too darn cultured.
No, I will not tolerate negative thinking. Do you or do you not want to be Miss Castaway?
Well, of course I do, but... Well, do you think I can get Gilligan's vote?
Ooh, that reminds me. I was a bit harsh this morning on our uncommitted delegate.
Well, I'm sure Gilligan will be fair.
Well, just the same, we've got to remedy that. We need Gilligan.
Deciding vote for Mrs. Howell.
For Ginger. For Mary Ann.
Look, I'm not going to vote for anybody right now. Ginger, Mary Ann, or Mrs. Howell. No.
All right, then, my dear, we will make our meals elsewhere.
Just kind of joking.
Come on, Skip.
Miss Mary Ann. Now, you just relax, dear, and you tell us in your own sweet, charming, simple way what it is that you want most out of life.
I would like a world without strife, universal harmony, international goodwill, where the spirit of brotherhood enriches all of mankind forever. Thank you.
Ooh, Thank you, Mary Ann, for that sincere, unselfish, and unrehearsed speech. What's the matter?
Oh, I've never been so embarrassed in my whole life, Mom.
What is that?
Something wrong, Mary Ann?
Oh, I don't know my shoes.
What is it, Mary Ann?
Glue, I guess.
Glue?
Oh,
Well, for goodness sakes, take your foot out of your shoe. That's it. Mr. Howell, you put glue on that stage.
Oh, man, now where would I get glue? I mean, something in the 40. You need a new tailor there.
To see me, Mr. Howell?
Yes, I want to see your sweepstake ticket in the treasury of this club. Against...
Why don't we divide up into search parties? Mary Ann, you can search with me.
I'll go with the skipper.
Yeah, and I'll go with who?
Gilligan, you will be our special task force.
And try and not get in anybody's way.
Don't worry, Skipper. I'll do a real good job.
I swear there isn't an inch of this island we haven't searched.
Hey, let me see.
Pretty good, Mr. Howell.
Mr. Howell, that's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Now, I return one moment with these.
Go.
Hi, Professor.
Oh, hi, Ginger.
I'm Mary Ann.
Oh, of course. I don't know what I'm doing or what I'm saying.
For one thing, you put your right shoe on your left foot.
Oh, dear. Oh, so much has happened to me so fast that I find it incomprehensible.
Well, it's really very simple, Professor. You and Eric and Tiffany Smith are going to get married and live happily ever after.
I hope so. You know, hers is a world of high society and gay resorts, and mine is one of work, work, work. The question is, which world will we live in?
Gee, it would be nice if you both lived in the same one.
Hello, Mary Ann. Say, oh, something smells good. What are you cooking?
Mushrooms. I picked them myself.
Oh, that's nice. Mary Ann,
Yes?
there's something I've got to tell you.
Was something wrong?
Well, yes, there is.
Well, it couldn't be half as bad as what happened to poor Eileen Forbusher. I wouldn't trade places with her for anything else in the world.
Who?
Eileen Frobisher, the poor girl on the radio.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, you see, it's just that... the mushrooms. You've got to be careful.
Careful about what?
The species. I mean, some mushrooms are toadstools that can make you quite ill, and others are actually poisonous.
Poisonous?
Oh, you can never tell. You've got to get rid of those.
Oh, come in.
Mary Ann, Mary Ann, Mary Ann.
Professor!
Just a minute. I've got a few more Mary Ann.
Professor, my wash tub is gone.
Well, I think Gilligan's using it for his lion.
He's not giving that animal a bath, is he?
No, he's using it for a perch in his Lion Tamers Act. He's going to be the star of the circus.
A star of a circus. Gilligan?
Well, being close friends with the King of Beasts makes him the Prime Minister, so he gets what he wants.
A circus.
Yes, Howell's show of shows. Mrs. Howell wanted me to make her this whip.
Well, what does the skipper say about all this?
I don't think he knows. He's been pretty busy.
Wait till he hears. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Good morning, Mary Ann.
Good morning, Professor.
It would seem that you've been using our razor to cut bamboo again.
You are as good a fortune teller as Ginger.
By the way, have you and Ginger settled your quarrel yet?
A quarrel with a rescue ship on the way? What's there to quarrel about?
Absolutely nothing. Well, certainly there's cause for concern. But on the other hand, I find it difficult to think of one of us as a killer.
Well, what are we supposed to do?
Well, Mary Ann, mustn't lose faith. It's a simple matter of trusting each other.
Yeah, how could I go anywhere dressed like this?
First, you should see the way you look.
Will you all please stop bickering?
Will you please keep out of this, Professor?
I am Mary Ann.
I keep forgetting he's a she.
People in Florida. Well, when in doubt, use the farmer's formula. 1 part sunshine, 2 parts water, and 3 parts prayer.
The scientific approach to the rapid growth of citrus fruits is assured with the proper amounts of vitamin D, aqua naturalis, a fertilizer containing sodium chloride, nitrate of potassium, and calcium. If this doesn't achieve results, try 1 part sunshine, 2 parts water, and 3 parts prayer.
I'm really a princess.
And I'm really a prince. And I could use a kiss to turn me back into a prince.
Forget it, Buster. I'm not going to kiss you.
It's not you that can turn him back. It's her. Oh, the giant's beginning to look better and better every minute.
That bad, huh?
Come on, I got to get this goose back to my mother.
Oh, I'd rather kiss the goose. Here goes. Oh, you're not a prince.
No, I'm not, am I? Well, don't believe everything you hear, girlie.
For you. The wedding is definitely off. OFF. Off.
Oh, I thought that Skipper and Gilligan were coming to call for us.
Well, it was too far for them to walk. Why, you ladies certainly look as beautiful as ever tonight.
Professor, I bet you say that to all the girls. Mary Ann, we are all the girls.
Well, if you're ready, let's go to the party.
I'm ready. I'm ready, too.
All right, if each one of you will take an arm, I think that I'll be able to make it.
Hey, Inspector, I think there's something wrong with this glass. There's nothing but an ugly old lady inside it.
Oh, give that to me. I'm afraid my associate has no manners. I must apologize for his remark, ugly old lady.
Thank you. Gilligan, what's the matter?
The spinach is growing.
Well, it can't be. It takes a... Professor!
Well, it seems our vegetables have not only taken root, but they've begun to grow at a most miraculous rate.
Well, just look, they're popping up all over the place.
Oh, do we have to go in there?
Don't worry, as long as I'm with you, you have nothing to be afraid of.
Professor, Lord Beasley has you talking to yourself.
Oh, please, Mary Ann, I am trying to memorize these facts about butterflies so I can converse with Lord Beasley in an intellectual fashion. I must convince him to fire that flare gun so we can get rescued. Now, the Nymphalis antiopius, also known as the red-tail... No, that's the Basilarchia.
Oh, Professor, when I was in school, some of the kids, well, not me, of course, but used to put crib notes in the palms of their hands just to help them remember things.
Mary Ann, remember to whom you are speaking. I mean, after all, the idea, Professor with 6 degrees using crib notes.
I'm sorry. It was just an idea.
And an excellent idea at that.
Are you
Now that he's flown into a cumulus cloud, the exhaust from the jet fuel is bound to seed the water vapor, and the result of that will be...
Yeah, that's a reasonably accurate guess, Ginger.
Wait a minute.
Ginger get Gilligan and Skipper away.
How?
Ginger know how.
Ginger know how.